Hi everyone, it's Mary. I am just in my kitchen and I just had my breakfast. So I'm just going to rinse my dish and put it in the dishwasher. I've already emptied out my dishwasher. It's Monday and it is 9:54. So I just have a little bit of chores to do and then I'm going to get ready to go to work because I've got to sign some checks, or not checks. I actually have to sign some papers, and I gotta go to my P.O. box. So I've got a couple of things to do actually before I go to my P.O. box because I gotta get all my racks all ready to go. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do that last week. I was planning on it, but unfortunately, it just didn't happen. So let me just do the end of my cleaning here and we'll get going. Last week was crazy for me, or this weekend, because I was carpooling my girlfriend who was away on a business trip, and my girlfriend was away on a business trip, and I offered to drive her son, and our sons, there's 3 of them that I carpool with. They're all on the same team, but if you know anything about rowing, her son is a coxswain, and he's the guy that is in the front of the boat or whatever. He's the one who controls the boat. He's the one shouting directions. He's not the one rowing, but he's the one that keeps them all in sync and all this stuff. Her son had to be the coxswain for the older team, or the other team, and most of the boys on that team are in grade 10. There's a couple of grade 9s. But my son rows in the other team where they're all grade 9s. Anyways, they had to be on the water they had to be at the place where we store all the boats at 6 o'clock or 6:10. So we left my home at 5:45, and so you have to wake up at 5 to get all this stuff done. And then I picked my girlfriend's son up at 5:45, and then I picked up my other friend's son at 5:50, and then we headed off to the rowing place. And so that one boy, poor thing, he was sick, but he had to go because if he didn't go, the other 8 boys that are on the boat cannot row. So even though he was sick, he toughed it out and went. Meanwhile, my boys, the 2 other boys didn't have to be, they didn't have to be in the water till 9. So after I dropped off the one boy, we went to Whole Foods. Well, Whole Foods wasn't open, so we were sitting there for about 15-20 minutes waiting for Whole Foods to open, because I got them a smoothie, a power smoothie, so it had hemp protein powder in it and just vegetables and fruits, and I gave those to the boys so that before they row they had energy. And then I had to go drop them off an hour early, so they were waiting for an hour, but that's okay. They had a soccer ball, so that was good. And then I had to rush back home because my daughter was getting her grad photos done, and my daughter had asked me to do her makeup because I tend to do her makeup. I'm not a makeup expert of any kind. The only skills I have I've learned from YouTube. So I did her makeup, and then she rushed to get her hair done. And then she went to get her photos, and I think they turned out well. I don't know. We won't know until 2 weeks because we get the photos then. After that, I picked up my son because I had to take him to soccer, and the other mom picked up the other boy, and my girlfriend's son, my best friend's son, he was sick, so he went home. He didn't stay for the second set. But I was so exhausted. I had a small cat nap in between picking up the boys, and then at 10:30 I left here, went to the rowing, waited a bit because they didn't get out of the water right away, picked up my son and took him to his soccer game, which is like 40 minutes away, maybe an hour, 40 minutes away from where the rowing was. So drove all the way there. Now my husband's already there because he's assistant coach to the team. And my son got to play for 5 minutes. I should get the Mom of the Year award for driving all that way and letting my son play for 5 minutes. But I really wanted him to be able to play because, you know, he loves soccer. And he has to miss soccer. And our team is a rep team. So, you know, he feels like he's letting the team down if he's not there. So he played for 5 minutes, so he was happy about that. But honest to God, a 40-minute drive for a 5-minute game. I basically sat down and watched my son run for a bit, and then the game was over. But it was okay. We then my husband went home with me, and we went for lunch with a friend of Jordan's. My girlfriend's other son. She has triplets, so there's 2 boys and a girl. So then we took the other boy home. But it was fun, and it was tiring. And then Sunday, I just basically finished up all my housework that I didn't get done on my list. But I have some good news. My blood pressure is now under control. The extra medication, the water pills really helped, and I love them because I don't feel so bloated and I don't look so bloated, which is awesome. So yeah, that's about it. I'm feeling really good. I got to get my chores done, and then I got to, last night, so I asked my kids, because I'm trying to make them pack their own lunches now, because they don't eat their lunches, and then I get so mad. I'm not even mad. I get peed when I see that I've made lunch and they don't eat it. So I'm like, okay, that is it. You guys are making your own lunch. That's all there is to it. So this is how good I am about. So last night I was like, okay, what do you guys want? They're like, oh, I don't know. There's nothing. There's no bread. There's no nothing. And I'm like, oh crap. So I go, all right. I'm a sucker. I'm like, okay, pack your snacks and your drink. Do you guys want soup? I'll make you some homemade soup. So I'm like, okay, we'll have soup. I swear they better eat that soup, because by the time I cleaned, and I wasn't really, I didn't really want to make the soup. And then I started finishing up cleaning my craft room, which is still not done, but it's better. I can actually sit there now. And so by the time I was done, all that stuff, it was late. And I had noted on my day planner that I had to go to have lab work done today. And I'm supposed to fast at night. Well, what did I do? It was like 12 at night, and I'm making soup. Isn't that crazy? And then of course I start testing the soup, and then I start eating soup, and then I was like, oh God, I can't go now because I didn't fast. So I'm going to try again tomorrow, because I got to get the results in before I go back to my doctor, which I think I'm going back next week, but whatever. Okay, so it's a new week, and I'm washing dishes right now, but I want to show you, if you follow me on Instagram, you know I was meal planning, and thank you for putting up with all my photos. I kept them taking photos of everything. So I have it all done. I've moved all my highlighter sticky things over to the new week. As you see last week, the yellow stickers aren't there anymore. And I've highlighted, there was events happening. I didn't really put a lot of detail on it, just so that I kind of knew what my week was like. I don't know if I'm going to do that this week, if I'm just going to move the little activity, then sticky notes, move them over without highlighting after. We'll see, whatever I feel like. But got all my meal planning done, got some of my notes. I'm ready to go. Today, after I wash some of the dishes, the things that I have to do is I have to toss newspapers and magazines in the recycling because garbage day tomorrow. I have to mop the kitchen and bathrooms. I have to clean the mirrors and doors. And I have to empty out all the garbage cans in every room because it's garbage day tomorrow. So those are the 4 things I have to do. Mondays I always have 4 things. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I have 3 things to do. So that is it for now. And I will talk to you guys in a bit. Hi everyone. So I went upstairs and tidied up a little bit. I curled my hair. I'm feeling better, so I think that's why I have the ambition to actually put some makeup on and curl my hair. Mind you, I still find it very frizzy. I think my hair texture is changing because I'm getting older. I used to have really nice soft hair and now that I'm covering up gray, it feels a little bit more frizzy. And I just finished grooming my dog and putting her bow in. She's eating right now, or else I'd show you. I have 2 dogs actually, but my other dog, she is a, what is she? A Maltese Pomeranian. She's a lot older. She's probably about 13 years old now. And Julie's probably about 4 or 5. So Cleo isn't as, into things. Like she does not like getting her hair done. So I just let her be because she's a good dog, but she's, she's getting there in age, and so she never really liked getting all primped up, but Julie does, so that's what I do. And I have all her stuff, like in here and in here. And like I have tiny little clips and little bows, which seem to always get lost. Yeah, so I just finished that. I'm just going to reboot my laundry. And when I say reboot, I'm going to put the stuff in the washer and the dryer and put another load in. And then just work on the 3 things I need to do. I'm such a procrastinator because there are times I just don't feel like doing my chores. And I'm an adult, so nobody has to tell me to do it. Which is bad because, the problem really is, and I heard somebody say this on YouTube, it's not actually doing the chore, it's just getting the motivation to start. Once you start, it's easy. It's the getting through the hurdle of actually starting. So I'm going to get off this video and I am going to get started, because if I do, I'll actually get it done a lot quicker. So I'll be back in a bit. Hi everyone. So my husband threw me for a loop. He called me up. He said that he finished his meeting and he wanted me to go with him into a city that's just by us to pick up my son's birthday present. So we went there and it was closed and it opened up at 1. And so I said to my husband, oh, that's okay, let's go for lunch and then we can go pick up all the stuff. So we went for lunch and then we went to pick up the stuff and they didn't have what we were looking for. So they said, oh, but the city, which is like 40 minutes away, has it. And so we had to go there because it's my son's birthday tomorrow. So meanwhile, we did all that. By the time I got home, it was 3 o'clock. And so I just finished up I think it's my last chore. Either my second chore or my second to last chore. I either have 2 or 1 left. But it's 3 o'clock now, or past 3. And so I got to start thinking about dinner. And what I have planned for dinner today, I'm using this American Test Kitchen. Is it wet here? And I'm making a version of chicken pot pie. So I just gotta make sure, because I haven't gone grocery shopping, so I make sure I have all the ingredients. I'm a little not on top of the game here. I need chicken breast, which I have, chicken broth, which I have, vegetable oil, onions. Okay, so I think I might have to run to the grocery store. I should have done my grocery shopping. Oh well. And then start dinner because it's going to be a while. Meanwhile, I only have, I think, 1 or 2 chores left to do, so I'll finish that off. And my son's already home, so he's having his snack, and then he's starting homework because he has 2 tests tomorrow. Poor guy, on his birthday, 2 tests, but you know, I'm getting there. I went to the office, I signed all the papers. My house is taking shape. I've mopped all the floors. I still have to do the windows and, sorry, not the windows, the mirrors and the doors, and I think I've put away all the newspapers. So I think it's just the mirrors and the doors left to do. Oh, and I have to mop the upstairs bathrooms. So I'm getting there. I'm getting my chores done. Loving my Family Plus planner from Daytimer. I mean, if you guys are looking for inserts, for $20 you get the binder and the inserts, and it's from Walmart. I love it because I can keep track of all my family and their activities, and also it has the meal planning right on the week on 2 page, which I love, and I really enjoy the printout. I love it so much that I almost have not worked on the family planner for the Filofax that I use, because I honestly am loving this one. But I know some of you are really interested because Filofax isn't printing out their family planner, so I might still do that just for the people that want it. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. And I better finish off my work and go to the grocery store. Unfortunately, I should have been ahead of the game, but my husband threw me for a loop. That's okay, I got a nice meal out of it. And so I better get going. Hi everyone, just making dinner right now. We are making chicken pot pie. And I just have my onions, carrots, and celery frying and softening up. And so I'll show you the completed product once I'm done. So I'll show you what I made. My kitchen's still a bit of a mess, but here it is. And I was so ticked off because I thought I completed it, and then I'm putting away stuff, and I noticed that some milk, whole milk, which we don't drink because we drink skim milk here, but whole milk was on my counter, not used, and I looked at the ingredients, and I was like, oh God, I forgot to put a cup of whole milk. So I had to take all the topping crumbles off this and mix in whole milk with the sauce, and I'm hoping it turns out. This recipe is from the current American Test Kitchen. It's a special collector's edition. It's the best ever recipes, and it's page 31. It's the chicken pot pie with crumble topping, and that's what it is right there. So I'm just going to leave this. It's 7 o'clock right now, but my family, Lexi, Jordan, and my husband, they're all at activities right now, soccer and dance, and they won't be back till 8 o'clock. So what I'm going to do is leave it, and I'm going to put it in the oven just before 8 o'clock so that it's nice and piping hot. I'm going to serve this with a salad. It's a late dinner, I know, but unfortunately that's what Monday nights are. So I'm done. Got to clean my dishes and my kitchen, but yeah, I'm done. So I'm going to say good night because I'm tired. I still have to fold some clothes, and then I'm going to clean up and get ready for tomorrow and off to bed. So I hope you guys enjoyed tagging along with me. I know I haven't done a video like this in a while, and I'll talk to you guys really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.